Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's featured cooking demo. I am super excited to be here with you to share all about this menu right here. It's game day. So think about it, you're watching football with your friends on a Sunday or hosting the next hockey night in Canada. This menu is for you. It's going to give you a little bit of variety of everything. It's going to be wings and meatballs and some veggies, and adding a whole bunch of different kinds of dips, baked brie, red pepper jelly. It's going to be the highlight of the day. I don't know about you, but I like those events for the food. The food is always super fun. You always get a variety of fun finger foods, and so this menu is going to give you that. So my name is Jen Laurie. I've been with Epicure for 11 years. I live in Edmonton, Alberta with my husband and my 4 teenage kids, as well as our house full of pets. So I am going to run through this really as fast as I can with you. It's quite a large menu and there's a diverse group of things. So normally what I am sharing is how to make a whole meal from raw to ready in 20 minutes or less. So we'll see how fast I can get this one done. But either way, Epicure is always the best way to make things fast, easy, tasting delicious, having less sodium, less sugar, all of the harmful preservatives and additives. You'll never find that in Epicure. That is part of our never ever list and our commitment to clean ingredients. And of course, everything is also gluten-free and nut-free. We're part of the non-GMO verification project. So these are a few of the things that I love about Epicure. It makes it easy for everyone to be able to enjoy together, and not just those that don't have any sort of food restrictions or aren't necessarily concerned with having a cleaner diet. So this just allows everybody to be able to eat delicious food really fast. So I'm going to be going through this. This can be found on my website. So on our website, you can find under the recipes tab, if you select that drop down arrow, it's going to open up meal plans. This is one of our menu plans. So we have meal plans and menu plans. Meal plans consist of either 2 weeks or 3 weeks or even a week full of different recipes that can come with grocery lists and all the different recipes you need to put together a whole meal plan. So our largest ones are 30-day ones. And then we also have, right now we have a 3-week one, and we have had a whole variety of them, and you can see all of them in that place on the website. So that's on epicure.com. So this is one of the spreads from our brand new fall catalog. So this is our fall season catalog, and this is going to run all the way to the end of December. And there is all kinds of different spreads in there, all kinds of different seasonal spreads, and one of them is game day. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today. So I'm going to quickly run through this and show you how this guide works. So first page is all the groceries you need. So I've got all the groceries laid out that we need. So that's super fast, super easy. And then we're just going to flip through quickly to the recipes. So we've got, first one is buffalo wings. So I've got some wings here. I've seasoned it with the buffalo wing spice. And then we've got the next page is the lemon pepper wings. All you do is add the lemon pepper. This is a brand new product this season, both of these here. So those are gonna go on your wings. I've got our quarter sheet pan with our sheet pan liner, which helps keep the pan super clean, and you're not having to use parchment paper or any of those reusable things that can get quite costly and are just wasteful. So this helps you keep your pan clean. It's non-stick, super reusable, and super easy to clean. So that is for our wings. And there's also a spicy wing sauce. Now I'm not going to make this one because I find that this is spicy enough, but if you like it really hot with a hot sauce, there is a recipe to make a hot sauce with the buffalo wing mix that you can drizzle over top of your wings. So there's an option for you there. So I'm going to pop these in the oven. I've got the oven at 425, and I'm just going to place these right in there. And then we're going to move on to the next recipe. So far so good. We're going through fast. we're gonna need some aioli to go with our wings. So I'm gonna make a couple of aiolis. Aioli is a fancy word for saying mayo dip. So I'm gonna use our chipotle, and I'm also gonna make a roasted garlic aioli. So I'm gonna make those. So we've just got mayo here, and we're gonna add a little bit of the seasoning using our 4-in-1 spice spoon. 4-in-1 spice spoon has your tablespoon, your teaspoon, your half teaspoon, and your quarter teaspoon all in one spice spoon. So you need a couple of these in your cupboard because that's gonna make it super easy. You're not gonna be hunting and searching inside your cupboard for the correct one. You're gonna be able to find it right away. So I'm just adding a teaspoon of the seasoning to each of those. And then I'm just gonna grab a couple of spoons to stir those in. I've got these awesome little appetizer spoons. They're perfect for this. And I love doing it right in the prep bowl because I can make this ahead actually. So a really great tip is to make it ahead and just use these prep bowls. You can make it in there, you can store it in there because we have silicone lids that go on top. And then you can pop it in the fridge, and then on game day, you just pull it right out. So really easy to plan ahead for this one. Okay, so let's see what's next. So next is the cheese stuffed mini meatballs. Cheese stuffed mini meatballs. So I've got ground turkey in here, and I'm going to add a package of the honey garlic mix, which is another product that is brand new this season. So I am going to just follow this recipe, which says to mix the whole package in with 1 pound of ground turkey or ground chicken, your choice. I have chosen turkey, I believe is what I have in here. And then I'm just going to stir that up. And then we're going to stuff it with it says to stuff it with any soft goat cheese or cream cheese. So I've got some Laughing Cow cheese that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to continue mixing this right in here. And then we're going to get these meatballs going on the pan right beside me here. So this is our full sheet pan. And we have liners that come with, that you can purchase with that one as well. So what I love about these sheet pans is when you bake with them at high temperature, they're not gonna like pop and twist on you and misshapen. They're gonna hold their shape. So they're really good that way. Okay, so now what it says is I'm going to do like about a tablespoon at a time. I'm gonna put meatballs on the pan. I'm just gonna get my hands wet because that's gonna help it from not sticking. So there's a tip for you. If you use turkey or chicken, ground meat, it's kind of sticky. But if you get water on your hand, it will help it from sticking. So I'm going to just wash my hands quick and then leave water on them. So leaving water on them will help them from being sticky. So I'm just going to make like 1-inch meatballs, but we're gonna flatten them into discs so that we can add some cream cheese in them. So I'm just going to really make those up. They don't have to be perfect because we're gonna like add the cheese inside and reshape them anyways. It's just kind of to portion them off at this point. Portion them off. We wanted to get the wings in first because the wings take the longest to cook out of everything in this menu. So we're going to be cooking these meatballs. We're going to make some Brie cheese with the red pepper jelly, which is amazing. It is the best red pepper jelly. I actually just had someone tell me that they weren't able to get the Epicure red pepper jelly for a while because it was out of stock for a while, and they searched and searched for a red pepper jelly through many different brands and could not find one that was as good. So there you go. If you're curious about the red pepper jelly, apparently it's the best on the market. I've only tried a couple different ones in my lifetime, and I've been using the Epicure one for years, so I don't even know what other brands taste like, but my customer tells me that It is apparently the very best on the market and nothing compares to it. So there you go. There's a little testimony if you're curious about the red pepper jelly. This is actually a lot more meatballs than I was expecting, so I'm just going to tighten them up on the pan a little bit. We're almost done here, and then I'm going to fill them up with the cream cheese. I'm going to make some of them just a wee bit bigger because I know they shrink when they cook. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger. Okay. And my hands have lost all the water, so they're kind of getting sticky again. So I'm going to wash them up quick. And now it says okay, now it says we're going to, let me just read here. Okay, we're gonna flatten them and we're gonna stick about a half a teaspoon in each of them. So not very much, just a little bit. And grab another one of these little appy spoons. And we're gonna push this into a little disc, and then we're just going to put the little bit of cream cheese on there, and then I'm just going to see if I can do this. It's just kind of fold it around that cream cheese. So I hope this works. I hope this works as good as it seems that it would. It's a bit bigger of a meatball, so I'm adding a little bit of extra cream cheese in this one. There we go. It's good. I gotta go in a row so I don't forget where I left off. This is definitely gonna be, hope you stick with me through the whole thing. We're gonna take just a little bit longer than our regular cooking demo. But I promise you, after these meatballs, we're gonna whip through the rest of them here. I think the meatballs might be the most labor intensive of all the recipes. 1 pound of ground turkey is actually quite a bit when you're talking about meatballs. So I would love to know, because I'm curious, if you're watching and we're talking about game day today, what is your favorite sport to watch or play? I am curious for you to tell me what your favorite sport to watch or play. Share with me if it's to play the sport or watch it, and it can be 2 different sports. I know lots of people play different sports than they watch. I'm hoping I have enough cream cheese here to get through all the meatballs. And there I have a dog nose under here. Curious about these meatballs. Uh-oh, did I do this one? You never know. It's hard to keep track. Okay, I'm almost done. I've just got a couple rows left. It's not so hard to do, just a little bit time consuming. Doing a little extra for our game day feast. So we have all kinds of different menus that can be shared at a cooking class. So if you are curious and want to see more cooking demos, definitely it's great. You could book a cooking class of your own and we can do a whole different menu, share with your friends and family. We could do a Mexican feast. We could do a frugal feast. We could do our Sunday, stylish Sunday, or we could do a brunch menu. So many different options. So if you're curious what all your options are, make sure you reach out and ask which one, what other ones that are options, and we can set you up a cooking class of your own where you can invite your friends and family to come check it out alongside you. And best part is you get a free shopping spree when you do your cooking class. Okay, that's all done. I'm just gonna put this out of the way here. We'll get that in the oven as well. So I've just got 2 racks going here. So I'm gonna pop this on the lower rack. Our wings are almost done already. So fast. Okay, let's see what recipe is next. Okay, next one is our baked brie with red pepper jelly. So I've got this baking dish here, and I've got our brie cheese. So our brie cheese I just bought right at the grocery store in the deli section. And I've actually, believe it or not, never ever, I've seen it, I've had it at other places, but I've never actually made this before, so this is something very new to me. So I am, you'll be able to laugh at me if I'm doing anything wrong. So I think I just take that packaging off there. I hope I'm doing it right. So I believe that that's right. It's kind of wrapped in, like, I think it's supposed to be that way, and then you like dig into it and it's gonna be all warm and creamy in there. So this simply just goes in the microwave for 90 seconds. So right before you're gonna serve it, that's when you're gonna put it in there, and it's just 90 seconds in the microwave with red pepper jelly on top. So I'm going to just set that aside because I don't need to have that ready quite yet. And we're gonna jump on to the next one, which is salsa. So salsa, you could have some crackers, some tortilla chips on your platter. You could have, looking for a knife, you can have your, some crackers or some tortilla chips added to your platter, which is going to give you a nice variety to dip into the dips. Alongside some vegetables, you could have celery and cucumber and carrots. That's what I'm gonna do, is add some celery, cucumber, and carrots to the platter to make it colorful, but also to give it a variety so that we're getting a variety of nutrition while we are also enjoying a great platter of finger foods. Okay, so I am using our ceramic knife. If you don't have a knife that you love in your kitchen, I promise you, you will love this knife. It handles well, it is the perfect size for most jobs, and it's super, super sharp. I have 3 in my kitchen because it's like the only knife I ever want to use. And it seems that we've always got them in the sink because it is the only knife we really use in the kitchen. For the most part, that's our favorite knife. So it's going to make making salsa super easy because you can cut right through tomatoes without even having a serrated edge. You can get that in there without even having a serrated edge. It's wonderful. Right, so for salsa, you can make it fresh with fresh tomatoes, or you can use, you can even use canned tomatoes if you are in a pinch. Maybe you don't have fresh tomatoes, or perhaps you just really love the texture of store-bought salsa. If you love the texture of store-bought salsa, feel free to use a can of diced tomatoes as your tomato base for your salsa. And then you just add some fresh lime juice or lemon juice. My preference is lime juice. Add that to the salsa with your salsa mix from Epicure. You get to decide how spicy you want it. It's kind of a medium heat. What I love about it is it doesn't have the salt and sugar in it that salsa normally has, which allows me to be in control of how much sodium that I'm consuming. Okay. I think I don't want that piece, so I'm just going to grab this and show you how the rest of it works here. So I'm just going to cut this lime in half. I'm going to use the other half of the lime for another recipe just shortly. So I'm going to use our citrus press, which is one of my favorite tools in the kitchen. because when you are squeezing fresh lemons, fresh oranges, limes, you get every last bit of juice out. See, it flips it right inside out, and it's super fast and easy to use. And then I'm going to put a scoop of our salsa mix in there. So it says to put 2 whole tablespoons in this mashed tomatoes. I find that to be way too spicy. So I always tell everyone to go half. Go with half according to what the recipe is, because for most people, it's too spicy. So go with half, and if you find it too spicy the first time you make it, go less. If it's not quite spicy enough for you, go higher. And so that's how you can control the heat, by just choosing how much. So I'm gonna have some salsa for my platter. I've got 2 aioli so far. The next recipe on the list is Feisty smashed potatoes with savory herb gravy. So if you've ever heard of smashed potatoes before, I bet you haven't, because they've been quite popular the past couple of years. So what I've got is I've got my sheet pan with my sheet pan liner, but before doing that, to speed up the process so that it's only going to take probably 10 minutes to roast them instead of 30 to 40 minutes to roast them crispy, what I did is I threw the baby potatoes. So some baby potatoes, I threw them in my steamer. So this is Epicure's waterless steamer. You don't add any water in there, and it's going to steam. So I've got the potatoes, they're all done. They're steamy hot, and so they're not going to take any time to roast up at all in the oven, because they are steamy and hot already, and that only took 6 minutes in the microwave. So 6 minutes in the microwave. It's 1.5 pounds of potatoes, so 1 package of the baby potatoes. And now I'm just going to follow this recipe. So we're going to toss 2 tablespoons of oil in with the potatoes here. And then we're going to take the Feisty green sauce, and we're going to add a tablespoon. Just want to double check here. Yes, a tablespoon of the seasoning. So we're going to grab a tablespoon of the seasoning, and then we're going to give that a stir. So I've got our saute spoon here. I'm just going to give that a stir with the potatoes right in the steamer. And then I'm actually going to drag the pan over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. So let me just move that out of the way. Bring the pan over here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drop them on there. All right, it says with the bottom of a bowl or a cup, we're going to smash the potatoes. Okay, sounds good. That's it. I thought there was maybe something a little more complicated, but it seems that's as easy as it gets. So I'm going to spread those out. I'm kind of curious how the bottom of this spoon works really well, actually. So these are silicone cookware, or silicone utensils, are lined with steel, so they're actually quite strong. So it actually works fine to just smash it down. It's a little slippery with the oil, but just to smash them down, it actually works quite well. It's definitely strong enough. So I'm just gonna smash all these potatoes down. Oh boy, a lot of potatoes. So smashed potatoes are gonna kind of get all roasty on top. We're gonna do another drizzle of oil over top so that they really crisp up. This one's a big one. There we go. Just a couple more to smash here. So it turns out the silicone saute spoon works just fine to smash these potatoes. So now we've got a pan full of smashed potatoes, which also makes a great side for, you know, a chicken dinner. Like if you were doing a rotisserie chicken with our rotisserie, that would work great too. Have barely any oil left, so I'm just gonna do a quick drizzle with what I can. Probably the perfect amount actually. And then it says we're gonna put that in there for 2 minutes. So next I'm going to make the Feisty green sauce and the gravy. So I'm gonna show you how fast and easy it is to make the gravy. I'm just gonna get that water boiling, and meanwhile we'll make the Feisty green sauce. So the Feisty green sauce has a recipe in here too. Feisty green sauce is the Feisty green sauce mix, some mayonnaise, a little bit of water, and lime juice. That's it. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of water in there. We're gonna squeeze that other half of the lime. Squeeze the other half of the lime in there. I'm gonna grab another spoon. And it is a whole tablespoon of the Feisty green mix. Where did that go? Looking. Where did I put that one? I just had it. Here it is. There we go. Too many things there. So I need a tablespoon of that in here. And we'll give that a stir. My water might be boiling here, almost. And we'll make the gravy up. I'll show you the gravy, how fast and easy that is to make. All right, Feisty green sauce. Fast and easy. I'm gonna sneeze. I kind of breathed it in a little. Excuse me. Okay. The gravy mix here. So I've got about a cup of water in there, and I mean these are savory herb gravy. It's great for both poultry and beef and veggies because it is a vegan blend, so there is no actual meat in there. So there's no actual meat in there. I've got about 1 cup. So for 1 cup, it says that I think it's 2 tablespoons. Yeah, 2 tablespoons. So we're gonna put 2 tablespoons. It can be made in the microwave or the oven. I like making it in our multi-purpose pot because then it's really easy to pour into whatever my serving dish is gonna be. This has our nutritional yeast formula in it, which is gonna give you a boost of B vitamins and zinc. So it's gonna give you a nutritional boost when you are consuming that too. So that is the only gravy on the market that does that for you. And all I have to do is mix it with water and stir it, and it's gonna thicken up. It is great for making like poutine. You could turn these into like a poutine type of potato if you wanted. You just sprinkle some cheese on there additionally. So I'm just gonna turn that down a little, so a little bit high. And everything's gonna be ready to be pulled out of the oven in just a moment. So I'm gonna pop the Brie cheese into the microwave for 90 seconds. And the gravy's gonna come together so fast it's actually turned off the heat. Because it's quite a rapid boil right now. Let's see if I can get this all in a display for you. Because it's so steamy, I can't see it. See if it's all thickened up. Just about. So I'm going to now check on some of the other ingredients. We'll dump that in there. Get this stuff out of the way. Get that out of the way. actually going to grab another sheet pan to display it on. Another sheet pan to display it on here, and we're going to have our dips here. This would make it really easy to transport between rooms. We can throw our salsa on there. This gravy is done. The Brie here, ooh, is melty all over. I'm gonna put this on here. It's quite hot, as to be expected. I'm gonna grab our red pepper jelly. It looks like I have just enough to cover it up on there. And we're gonna put the red pepper jelly in there. Oh, this is gonna be great. Red pepper jelly. So, not just great for game night. What I was just thinking is my family does movie nights a lot. So this is also a great little platter to put together for a movie night. Okay, I think these are going to be ready to pull out, so I'm going to get them out here. I've got our buffalo wings, I think. Those are buffalo wings. Yes, our lemon pepper wings here. Our meatballs. Here's our meatballs. Some of them have squirted out. Now, if you don't have a roll-up rack, you need to get a roll-up rack. They make life so much more convenient because you have extra space for hot stuff. So there we go. I'm going to grab my tongs. So I'm going to put some lemon pepper wings on the platter here. I'm going to pile up my buffalo wings on there too. So my lemon, I think I should probably separate them in case someone doesn't like the spicy. So I'm gonna put the spicy ones by the garlic aioli and the chipotle ones by the lemon pepper. And then we're gonna put some meatballs on the platter. We'll have a bowl of chips on the side. We'll find an extra container for the gravy. All right. To pull this over here. Put some meatballs in the corner over here. Smells good. Okay. All right. We're almost done with our platter. Okay, what are we missing? We're missing some gravy. So I'm going to get a dish for the gravy. Use this because then it can be poured. And then we just have to grab the smashed potatoes and throw in the empty spot there. We're going to shove that over into the corner. We're going to put the potatoes over here. Move this into there. Yeah. Here we go. Remember, they were already cooked. So now we were just kind of crisping them up a little bit so we can put them on the platter. Get everything out? Yeah, we got everything out. So now I'm just going to grab a flipper here to move some of the potatoes over. So what a great way. So if you have lots of people, maybe you use a couple of these trays and spread it out a little more. If you don't have too many people, then this is great. So I'm just gonna pile those potatoes up there and show you what we've got together here. I'm gonna put some veggies and some chips on the side, and this is what our platter is gonna look like. There you go. Perfect game day platter. So I hope you've enjoyed this demo. If you are interested in getting some free shopping with Epicure, I'd love to put together a cooking class for you and your friends and family. I can either give you a link to share with your family and friends, or we can do a full-on cooking class party. So your choice. You get free shopping for doing that, and you get to inspire your friends and family to eat delicious food and be healthy. So that's great. Cook at home, eat healthy. And if you know anyone who is interested in earning extra income this season, getting ready for Christmas, this is a great season to start up a business with Epicure. Everyone's looking for quick and easy, healthy meals throughout the fall season, and some Christmas entertaining and all kinds of holiday kind of features, and that's what we're gonna have throughout this whole season. So if you want more information, please let me know. I can send you a quick link and give you that information. So thank you again for sticking it out, watching this whole demo. I appreciate that you have been following, and I can't wait to connect with you and see how I can continue to serve you. Have a great day. Bye.